Hello everyone, thank you for being here. My name is Steven, and today I'm going to tell about something that's actually pretty cool. The topic is a modality principle and how it helps you to teach and learn English better. So the modality principle is basically and say we learn better when here explaining instead for reading things and like imagine you're watching an educational video and write is a way better son when talking and explaining why and look at pictures than having to read massive paragraph while also trying to look at images. And this guy Richard Myers is a favorite is out by the studying how brains and work and Wheeler White and technology. And the main idea is don't overload your aids and try to do everything at once. Okay, the slide number 2 is but why does this actually works and will our brain is getting us weird after all we have like two separate channels and one for visual stuff and another for auditive stuff. It's like having to process in a computers, and so when you use only your aids for read and load of graphics at the same times and your maximum use one channels. It's like making one person do you hops at arms work than wheels, but is you your ears the explanation and your aids for the loose at imaginate you're using but challenge way more efficient and or working memory which is like your brain is run and has limited space, so it's way don't overeat we learn better and make sense right. That is the science behind it. Now, how do you apply this English class? There is ton of weight and like when you watch video in English with subtitles and that audios plus visual right here, and or when your teacher use PowerPoint but instead or filling them with text and they use patty mates and they tell and explain everything. Apps like Duolingo, Dist too, and they saw the your leaders drawing and the voice tells you the word in English and podcast with transcriptionals and words. You listen to read English while you have visual support is your net eats and the key is audio to explain, visual to support, not the other way around. And let me guide you a concrete example so this really clear and imagine you're near the present perfect, okay? The old way and we doesn't work as well. Will be your teacher pad or slide full text and like the present perfect use the for option hard that start in the past and continue the present blah blah blah. It's more writing examples, more writing rallies and top of the that diagrams you they read everything, understand the diagrams, and you're probably already lost tracked by the tears lines. The new weights is using the modality principles. The slide only has the simple time visuals and the teacher stalls. And okay guys, the present is perfect connect with the past and now. For example, and give example by the speaking. You on listening to their explaining in English while looking of the little drawings and while users and bonus you are practicing listening up to some time. So what are the specific benefits for learning English? And will fears of your hearing correct pronunciation constantly is not the same to read and know at ease to hear wow and they actually pronounce it. And the second, you're practicing listening while and learning grammar or vocabulary to breathe with one stomach. The third, your eighth doesn't get as tired, and fourth, your retain structure better because we hear things and not just read things. And fifth, this important, it's meaning relates when you tell someone in English they not one writing what they read sayings and God speaking. You're training your brain for real situation. That's hide for linguists learning English. And finally, to write this app on a practicalities for is your one's Apple is used to light records yourself explaining stuff for PowerPoint voids over futures and in case your slide simples use imaginary diagrams and keywords not far with what web servers. If you're studying alone, look for videos where the instructor is speaking clear and the slide are visuals. You can record your voice not explaining to topic in English and super for reviewed ways and if you teach or guys presentations, golden rules and speak more writing lesson and your student will thank you and that pretty much it. Basically use your ears and aids, not just one. It's praise it. Thank you for listening.